Hey, Hit Uni. I just wanted to add another note about what we've done with Ryan and how he's moving because it differs a little bit from your guys' repetition scheme. And just so you guys understand what I've gone over with him. So if you look at a repetition cycle, and this is the start point, and if you're moving up in the positive direction to the end point and then turning around smoothly and coming back down. For Ryan, generally we use a cadence of around 7 to 10 seconds on the way up and on the way down. I'm fine with him going a little over or a little under. As long as it's controlled, it's smooth, it creates the continuous muscle tension. I find on the Med-X machines going around 8 to 12 seconds generally is ideal, but some exercises require it a little quicker. But for most people that come in, I explain basically the speed of movement from kind of three aspects. Number one, that this will be low force on joints, but will be high intensity on the muscle, because for the most part, we're eliminating acceleration by moving at one speed. So in that case, obviously force is a bit less. Obviously, when you go really controlled, it's continuous muscle tension throughout the whole entire range, which is the objective of what we're trying to do, is to fully fatigue or inroad the target musculature. Last but not least, I think if you go slow, you can feel and take the time to study what you're doing. You can feel your muscles contracting. You can, get a good somatic representation in your brain of what's happening. I think this is so powerful for people who have pain issues. Just to be clear too, for Ryan we use a posterior pelvic tilt strategy when he's on most of the machines. And generally I cue this by saying, thighs into the seatbelt, pressing into the seatbelt, and this will tilt the pelvis back, it rounds the lower back a bit. I guess sometimes the cons are the abdominal muscles, the hip flexors may be on a little bit too much during the exercise. But yeah, he tries to maintain this position throughout the exercise, and I found generally, and this is a cue I got from the Renix guys, that this decreases the ability of the client to lose their form or their position or to break position with their pelvis. So it decreases the ability to outroad or to shift into other muscles, and it increases inroad obviously. And for Ryan's case, because of some of his low back pain and the excessive muscle guarding he'll get around the erector spinae group, this helps actually shut them off during the entire exercise, so there's no protective mechanism. There are some exceptions where I don't mind if he uses a little bit more erector spinae muscle activation, so I don't preach the pelvic tilt, especially for overhead shoulder exercises that just allows for good movement on the glenohumeral